Welcome to your Brain Health channel. I'm your host, Dr. Wanda Colon Molfulita. Today, our guests are John and Jackie Pryor.
So it's John and Jackie Pryor.
Yes.
In Savannah, Georgia.
Right.
We've been here for 20 years. And we are patients of Savannah Neurology.
Yeah.
And that's where we have been receiving the Leqembi treatments.
Yes. And I haven't been afraid anymore.
John and Jackie, thank you so much for this opportunity to talk to our audience about your Alzheimer's journey.
It first started when Jackie fell downtown, tripped, hit her head, broke her elbow. We went to the hospital and they fixed her elbow, which was very bad. And she had a stitch put in her head. Well, we didn't realize that about 3 months after that, she started losing words. And a friend of ours that Jackie was walking with said, "It sounds like you have aphasia." So we went to the doctor and they said, "Yes, you have aphasia." And then they gave us some tests. And at that time, we said, "You know what, let's go to a speech therapist." We went to Candler Hospital to a speech therapist, and Jackie went for a couple months working through speech so she would not lose words. And that was about 4 years ago.
Yeah. 4 years ago?
Yes, it was that long.
Wow.
So, and then from there, we went back to the doctors, and clearly there was a memory issue that they discovered. They did not say Alzheimer's at the time. They had no specifics. But that's when we went on initial medication of donepezil, right?
Yes, right.
The winter of 23, they diagnosed some significant issues. And they said to Jackie that, you know, we think that you have Alzheimer's. We're going to do testing to find that out. But there's a new medication coming out, and you might be a perfect candidate for it because you're in early stages.
Today, we will be talking about Leqembi, a new medication that was approved by the Food and Drug Administration in early 2023. It's one of two recent medications available to slow down the progression of Alzheimer's disease.
Savannah Neurology, we went in for testing, and they did extensive testing, questioning me and questioning Jackie. They would ask me questions, then I would leave the room, and then Jackie would come in and she'd have to verify what I had said to see where her memory was at. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And you were good at that.
Yeah, I was. Yep.
Well, what about the test? You had the spinal test,
Yeah.
right, which was very important. And within a week of that test, they came and told us, yes, you have Alzheimer's, and they gave us some statistics on TAW angles and things like that. And that's when we started getting involved in a lot of verbal testing before they would allow us to go on to the Leqembi program. And the people at Savannah Neurology were incredibly thorough in making sure that Jackie was not going to have issues with Leqembi, even though her test was clear that she would not have issues. Every quarter they will take an MRI to make sure she's not having any brain issues. Because if you have a certain gene in your genetic stream, you could be prone to brain bleeds, and that's not a good thing. And Jackie certainly doesn't have that gene, so everything has been very, very good for the last year. We didn't know what to expect.
No, we didn't. We didn't.
The process has been simple for me as an observer. For Jackie, she has to get the infusion,
Yeah.
but that's worked well. And what we understand about Leqembi is that it's a medication that doesn't cure Alzheimer's. It can assist with slowing down the deterioration that's caused by the amyloid plaque in your brain. The program is an 18-month program of 2 infusions a month. At the end of that, we don't know where it's going to lead us, but we do know that during the program, we're leading a fairly normal life.
You can continue to live a normal life in spite of living with Alzheimer's disease. Alzheimer's disease is not the end. It's not the end. In the era of hope, we know that seeking timely help and having an early diagnosis is going to be beneficial to you as a person living with Alzheimer's disease and to your loved ones.
Jackie feels good about herself. We do all the normal things around our house. She's busy. She reads slower than in the past,
Yeah.
but she reads definitely.
Yeah.
I give her a written test every day with questions that the neurologist will ask. Most of them about her age, her life, the season, drawing pictures, answering questions about who is president, who is governor, those kinds of things.
Yeah.
And
Right. Except, you know, I do get a slowdown when I have some things that my girlfriends used to, or I don't do my girlfriends like I used to, because I feel like I can't keep up with them. I can't. So that stops. I sort of stop, but I don't see them as often as I like to do.
she had to drop out of book club. She didn't have to, she wanted to,
Yeah.
because she could not keep up with the
That's
reading.
it. Yeah. Yeah.
But as far as the house goes,
Oh.
she's a dynamo. Well,
All
tell
the things,
tell
yeah.
them about bocce. We play bocce.
Yeah. I know. I'm good too.
We have a bocce group of 16 people who are good friends. We play once a week, and after bocce, we go and have dinner. And a very important part of that is the social involvement and discussions at dinner and while playing bocce. So it's something that's very important to us, and we look forward to it every week.
Right now, I like to go, if it wasn't raining, I would like to go outside, and I'd like to walk out and walk all the way down and turn around and come back if the bugs aren't out.
I think the most pressing thing is patience. I'm not a very patient man, and I think most people aren't very patient. But you have to learn. Jackie and I both have hearing issues, which make it a little more complex. But patience
Yeah.
has to be there. Many times I will say something, and due to hearing issues or just cognitive issues, Jackie doesn't understand it. And then I will say it louder, and she will think I'm shouting at her, which I'm not shouting at her. I'm trying to just communicate. I find that if I speak directly to her, rather than walking away, speaking, or on an angle or whatever,
Yeah.
communication is very easy.
Yeah. In the car, that's another story.
The car communicating is very
Yeah.
difficult.
Yeah.
But the hearing plus the Alzheimer's descriptions, I have to speak more slowly, and I have to not get exasperated. And I think part of it is a day goes along, probably 6 or 7 times during the day, I find myself saying, "Why did I say that?" You know, you just want to slow it down, and you have to slow it down. But, you know, as time goes on, you get better at it.
Yes.
But it's patience and trying to communicate directly rather than peripherally.
Yes.
And we just keep, working at it. I think Leqembi has played a role in her doing what she always did.
Yeah.
She hasn't slowed down on any of those things.
That's great.
Yeah.
The only thing that has become a difficulty is cooking. And we work at that together.
That's the way it was when I was growing up and all that. That's the way we are, We just don't stop things and, look at other people. We don't do that.
We do not know the next step. We have heard that there is an injection once a month of Leqembi or a Leqembi-like source that is given at home. We don't have any hard fact of that. It's just what we've read about, and we will find out from Savannah Neurology in the next couple of weeks when we talk to them. But as an observer working with Jackie, I think the Leqembi is working for her. I have nothing to measure it against, and we're leading a very close to normal life.
Although there is no cure, there is medication available, and we encourage you and your loved ones to seek medical help and to seek an early diagnosis as soon as you notice any changes in yourself or your loved ones. I will include in the description section the link to a recent video where you can learn about the warning signs of Alzheimer's disease. In that video, you will learn how to identify some of the Alzheimer's behaviors and compare them to normal age-related changes. We hope that John and Jackie have inspired you to learn more about Leqembi and to seek medical help the moment that you see any changes in yourself or your loved ones. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Click the bell icon to receive notification of future content.